We're making egg carton seed starting trays using transparent egg cartons. First, remove the label, which is really super easy because they're stuck in rather than glued on. Leave that sticky dot on the inside. You can mark your seedlings, and believe me, you'll never remember what you planted in which carton just by the order you've placed it. Tear off the lid, and then we're going to work on the cup sections. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is get rid of the lid, and that sounded a lot easier than it actually ended up being. The lid is perforated like a ticket stub, so technically you ought to be able to do this like you did in kindergarten, but it turned out to be just a little bit tricky, and I tore the first egg carton. So just apply pressure directly to the section of the perforation and pull one section at a time, unless you get really irritated, and then grab it in the middle and yank it really hard. I like to use my needle nose tweezers in order to perforate the bottom of one side for positive drainage and for bottom watering, both making it less likely that your seedling will dampen off. Do you see the ring and the well? That's the side I chose to be the bottom. So I'm going to look at how sharp these needle nose tweezers are. I've jabbed myself so many times, plucking one hair at a time. You really don't have to push that hard, and it's so much harder to use scissors, and you're far more likely to tear out the whole bottom of the cup. Yes, I've done that too. Now, let me know when you have all 12 cups perforated on one side, and we'll move on. Okay, enough going slow for the camera. Let me tell you, this can be done in a matter of just seconds. It goes so fast. Okay, once you're done and all 12 cups are perforated, close your carton. Look at this side, it's dimpled. That encourages the condensation to travel down the edge of the cup rather than dripping down on the seedling itself. That's the third factor that makes it less likely that those seedlings will dampen off. Take your perforated side and place it in the tray that was once the lid, that is now your water tray. Watering from the bottom is the best thing for your plants. In this way, I'm going to extend my growing season by starting kale, lettuce, and parsley inside. You wouldn't believe it, but by March, I'll have my first set of true leaves, and I'll be transplanting these seedlings into bigger pots to be placed in my cold frame and in my brand new hoop house. I think my bunnies are going to be very happy with me. These are the best seed trays I've ever had. Happy gardening!